She took his hand and she led him along that golden beach. Higher and higher and higher they climbed.
Never fight unless you're sure you can win.
They watched the waves tumble over the sand.
All right. 4 strands of rope.
She had all of the skin.
I get kicked out of La Quinta forever.
What do we do with poop?
What is freedom? Are we truly free?
What in the world?
In those Hollywood nights, in those Hollywood hills, she was looking so right in her diamonds and frills.
Yeah.
He's munching to nothing. We're good.
Hey, we're freaking back, dude.
We're freaking back.
We're back,
dude.
and we're more than ever.
We're more back than ever.
We're back, and we're
Backer.
+1.
We are +1 today. We're 5 deep and getting deeper.
We got all 5 fingers inside you right now.
5 deep, 4 wide.
Now that we've
That's
added
it.
the thumb, Gus Horn, the thumb.
Working you like some sort of weird. What's his name? Jeff Dunham.
You've heard of the Horn of Africa. Tried the thumb.
This is a Horn of Brazil, dude.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh yes.
Do the intro.
Do the intro. Oh, me, right. What's up, losers? Welcome back to the Beautiful Losers podcast. The only podcast that at the drop of a hat can get a nuclear engineer turned dick joke artist and
Like that.
and then bring him to you, to the people of the
To the
internet.
people.
I'm TJ Nickerson. Down there on the ends, Chris Moody. Right here next to me, Zach Howard. Right here next to him is Cole Watson. And we have the effervescent, lighter than air, Gus Horn in the house.
The fluorescent Gus Horn.
Fluorescent. I was just trying to think of big words.
What
and then I
air
was
am I
like,
lighter, dude?
Yeah,
dude.
well, I don't want.
You can
That's
be
your
lighter
field.
than any air you'd like, Gus.
That's right.
How tan do you get? Do you get tan as fuck?
No, dude, I don't go into sun.
Fair enough.
Gus keeps it in the shade, brother.
In the shadows.
It's an inside cat.
Sometimes I dress up fully like a winter attire, and then I pull my pants down and just tan my ass.
Oh, that's a Chris move.
Dang, dude.
Chris,
He's
Chris
a
has
backyard
been on
butt
that
tanner.
tip.
That was my first joke at Mutation. It was like a...
Hold the mic to him,
was
Gus.
Really bad. It was really bad. That was my first joke. It was butthole sunning.
Sun your butthole, dude.
I like how we burdened our guest, Gus.
I was just thinking about how we like set Gus up for one
Here,
weird
Gus, here,
jerk off workout.
Change seats with me. We didn't think about it.
That's-
So you don't have to pass the mic.
the whole time.
I'll just pass the mic to that one.
No. Go sit down there.
You need.
Come down here,
Go
Gus.
down
You
there.
need the mic.
TJ really wants to talk to
This
you.
is
too.
our
This is
thing.
mainly
Actually,
TJ.
yes.
This is all.
TJ does have some
Yes.
serious questions.
He wrote lots of serious
Sorta.
questions.
I want to.
It will all eventually turn into dick jokes. I have no doubt, for sure.
All right. Well, now that we're settled in for
Now that
real,
we're settled in.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Gus, welcome back to the podcast.
Maybe right there, we should probably soon film like a little tiny commercial that is just taking people through the back of the rooms tees
Oh yeah.
website and like, hey man, if you want to be a fancy motherfucker, get you a t-shirt or
Get
whatever.
a friggin' t-shirt.
That
I
way.
just need to buy like 5 of them and just have them in different sizes and just be available.
That's
It
true.
is
I
true.
ordered 76 of them last week.
Did you?
Did you really?
Did you?
Of my own, yeah, because I'm trying to sell them at shows this
Oh,
weekend.
nice.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Hell yeah. So, well, tiny impromptu ad. Check out Back of the Room Tees. Gus has
Yeah.
got stuff on there. We've got stuff on there. Our t-shirt is definitely better quality than Gus's, but
No
his is
doubt.
probably still
It's
cool.
literally the same quality. Is it?
What?
Nah, we put the fancy t-shirt.
We sprung, dude.
Oh, okay.
We sprung for the
Was
100%
it
thick ass
Gilded?
cotton.
No,
bro.
well, I can't remember what the brand is. It might be Hanes. Or it might be Gildan.
I think it is
Is that what it's called,
Gildan
Gildan?
Premium.
Well, there's Gildan and then there's Gilded.
Oh, no.
Gilded is like the skinny black tab, I think. Gildan is the Great American T-shirt.
What you know about fashion, Gus? That's what we're
It's
really...
gotta be the Great American
Dude, I
T-shirt
like
brand.
shopping at TJ Maxx.
Hell yeah.
The problem is at my size, everything is like purple or green. So
Yeah, everything's from the
Everything's South Pole.
Steve Harvey Easter collection or South Pole.
Everything's Echo.
Yeah, Cedric the Entertainer's golf line.
Fubu. He's got to go head to toe. Fubu.
and one basketball shorts.
Yeah.
You're like, God, I don't need any more N1 shorts, dude. I got them.
I do love. That's my favorite thing. Ross is better than TJ Maxx, but Ross every now and then you come across. I bought a pair of pony Patrick Ewings.
That's so
They're
funny.
so great. You know, they're Knicks colors, high top tennis shoes that go up like mid. They look like wrestlers' shoes.
Bro.
Dude, there used to be a store at Discover Mills Mall like 20 years ago, legit like 2007. They were in business for like a few months, I think. But everything in the store was $8.99. Doesn't matter what it was. Like it was like a leather jacket, $8.99. Pair of socks, $8.99. Everything was $8.99.
This is I know I've talked about this on the
XK.
podcast before, but there's a place, and if you're from Virginia, you know this place, but I don't remember because I only went to Virginia one time. But there's a place in Virginia that's a big like Walmart style store that's exactly like this. Nothing is over $20.
Interesting.
And when I was in Virginia, I bought a pair of Stefan Mulberries.
That's the store I'm talking about.
Yeah, was that what it was? Yeah. I bought a pair of Stefan Mulberries, and I got clowned during a basketball game by this huge black guy who were taking free throws. And I'm standing next to this like 7 foot tall black guy, and I'm just standing there. And first free throw goes in. He's not doing anything. He looks over at me. He looks down. He goes, "Do you have a mulberries?" And I was like,
$20, buddy.
"Yeah, starberries. Do you have starberries?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "That's
so good.
crazy."
I think you're right. That's the same thing I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's like the most expensive thing was like $20.
Yeah, it's like two name. There's like it's like Jensen and Jensen or something. It's Jensen and Hedges. I always want to say
Cohen and
Benson and Hedges, but that's a cigarette.
That's a.
But it's something
I like
like
that cigarette,
it's
too.
like
That's a
something
good
like
ciggy.
Benson.
it's like a
Benson and Hedges.
British cigarette. I was thinking
I used
maybe
to
it was
smoke
like
those.
like Cohen and Goldberg.
No, it's a cool place, dude. Shout out that one time, I guess, at Discover Mills Mall and
Starberries.
Virginia Beach.
Damn, if Eric wasn't munching, I'd have him pull up Starberries and show the camera.
Oh, I'll show them right now.
Show
You
the-
guys
show
keep
the
talking.
people.
I'll show the people what the
That's
Starberries
so
look like.
good.
You remember Bathing Apes?
Bathing apes. It sounds familiar. What is that?
They're like popularized
racist base?
by Soulja Boy.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a clothing brand.
yeah. Okay.
I used to see them at like Pendergrass.
Okay.
At the flea market.
Yeah.
Dang,
Shout out Pendergrass Flea Market.
And they were the
No.
wildest shoes I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Just straight shiny.
Now I need to pull up a different shoe than Zach on my phone.
I could be mispronouncing it.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
I remember because my friend Brian used to wear those. Yeah.
Wait, what's
And the
most
ice cream
expensive
cone
as shit?
shoes.
Shout out
Ice cream
Cubas.
cone shoes.
Bape.
Yeah.
This is the exact pair I had, just for you guys.
I think I had some very similar to that. Yeah.
What?
Right
Those
there.
are sick.
Right there,
Oh, show the people.
the Starberries.
Those are kind of
I
fun.
think they look cool. And
Come on, dude. Those would be in right now.
Yeah,
I'll
you
tell you
right.
something.
the Starberry thugs.
Ooh, try not to. Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, when I was in middle school, I would dream of having like size 17 shoes so that like, because it's always on sale, like, you know, the leftovers.
What are you
yeah.
rocking?
Wait, you wear a 17?
No, I
Oh,
wish
he's
I
saying
did.
he wished.
Like,
Holy
they always have like leftovers on sale for like
Yeah.
$30 for like nice Nikes.
That's where all the coolest shit at Ross is in the size like 15 and up. It's all like, wow, these are like $150 shoes.
Yeah,
There's just not enough
exactly.
freaks to buy them all. I
What
guess.
size do you wear, Gus?
12.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
standard.
me
That's
too.
standard. Yeah.
12 guys.
Come on, let's go. I'm 12. Let's
Yeah.
go. This
12.
guy, 12.
I got
I think he's at 11 and a half.
Steve and
Surprisingly, a
Berries.
13.
Steve and Berries.
Steve and Barry.
Steve and Berries. Shout them out. Steve
That's a store. That's
and
a- yes,
Berries.
that's right.
We got them, dudes. And that Benson, what did I say? Benson and Hedges?
Yes,
Pretty close.
close.
Steve and Berries.
Steve and Barry.
Pretty close.
These are cigarettes for your body.
I should have said Damn, I almost said Tom and Jerry's, but Ben and Jerry's.
That'd be cool if there was a store that was something and somethings, and it was just names, and then they only sold stuff that was two guys. Yeah. We got Ben and
sure they
Jerry's.
made a flavor of Ben and Jerry's after Stephen Marbury. You know, like
Shit.
Starbury flavors.
Starberry cheesecake.
Starberry Blast.
Yeah.
Starberry cheesecake
It's
would.
laced with a little fentanyl. You know?
Yeah, it's got a little fan.
New York Starberry cheesecake.
Strawberries and cream. Strawberries.
Yeah, Starberry. Yes. I hope Stephon Marbury as well. I know he balled out a little bit when he was young, and then he went to China. That was the big thing that he did. He went to China and he balled out.
He's probably huge.
And I think he is. He's like one of the most famous people in China.
That's how he got the connect to make the shoes cheap, dude. Like,
I guess, bro. I'm gonna pull some facts
Right
on
to the
Marbury real quick.
source. He's overseeing production. He's the foreman of his own sweatshop.
Just dominating, like going to like the Pygmies and just starting a league and just dominating. Pygmies? That's crazy.
In New Guinea.
Yeah, New Guinea.
That would be
Going to start a
sick.
basketball league?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
We could just do 8-foot rims.
Mutombo.
Put that mic up to Chris's face while you're phoning, big dog.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. Tell him about the Pygmy basketball
We're
league.
starting a
again.
basketball league in New Guinea.
With 8-foot rims, just
Yeah, it would be
dunk
completely
him.
famous. They just don't have an economy though, so we don't get paid well still. We just have to live.
You get paid in whole feral hogs or something.
Yeah, you get paid biblically with land and cattle.
Oh, that would be sick.
That would
That's
be-
how I want to get paid.
That would be so much cooler.
I'm only accepting land, parcels of land,
Yeah.
in exchange for services from now on.
So Marbury started to fall off towards the end of his career, and in 2010 he announced he was signing with the Shaanxi Zhanggu Brave Dragons, where he scored 22 points a game. Then he spent a season with the Fushan Tylor-james, and then he spent a good long time with the Beijing Ducks, where he won 3 Chinese basketball championships.
Bro, can you find us a Marbury
This is
Beijing
like
duck
a
jersey?
fucking Joanna Man situation.
We need to replicate that.
Bro,
we're
if
gonna do what China does to us. We're gonna replicate the
if-
duck jersey.
If Zach can get a hold of some Starberries and a
Beijing duck.
Ducks jersey,
Ooh, they're-
Beautiful loser.
the Beijing Ducks look just like the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, that's his badass jersey.
They just ripped off. They just ripped off the.
Yeah, it's just the Orlando Magic.
Well, those jerseys are probably made there anyway.
That one's pretty cool. That one's got a mighty duck on it.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's more Chinese.
That's Year of the Duck.
random cartoon placement for no reason.
Well, what if they were the ducks, but it was just a hanging roasted duck? Chinese barbecue duck.
God,
Peking
dude.
duck.
That's great.
The Peking ducks. They fucked up
Peking
not being.
Yeah, that's
From
so
Peking.
Buy a ticket to the game, you get a free
Peking-
duck suit.
Peking's a region, right?
No, that's the name of Beijing in like Chinese, I think.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Beijing means duck?
No, like Peking, the city.
That's what
the
they.
name of the city.
That's what they call Beijing.
Uh,
Okay, well,
I
then
think, I'm
it's
pretty sure.
perfect. I mean, don't fact check us at all. It doesn't matter.
You done comedy in Beijing, Gus?
No, I've never been to Asia, dude. I keep my settle around America and Europe and Brazil.
I bet they would love you in China, bro.
Yeah.
They
Speaking
won't let me
of,
leave, dude.
tell us a little bit about your.
your travels.
Gus was recently in Europe. Obviously, that as notorious as we are for having like a pretty hick aesthetic. We're a well-traveled podcast, dude. We know people who speak different
We've been to
languages and go to
Marietta,
other people.
and
Yeah, we've been to
Kennesaw.
Marietta
Yeah.
and Kennesaw.
Shit.
Chris recently got back from Portugal, so you could have
Yeah,
probably
Chris
helped
was in
him.
Portugal, and that's not in
Spain.
Spain.
That's right.
It's not as big.
It's Spain's.
Very close.
Yeah, well, I just came back from Paris, Tennessee. And, nah, but what was the question?
That's a classic, like, magician's joke. Is that right before he pulls some bullshit out of a sleeve.
We said, how was your travels, Big Daddy?
Oh, yeah. Give us the highlights, the lowlights. Hopefully, mostly lowlights.
Yeah, man, this is a tough show. I had to cancel a few because I sold like 3 tickets before like.
Damn, not sad lowlights. That's. I meant like, I banged a whore with no
I'm
condom.
so
man.
hungry. I was running out of money towards there.
Dude, I did one show in front of 9 people,
That's good.
and there's no opener because there's like no English comedian in the region. So
Where was this?
in Innsbruck in Austria.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, nice city, but not a nice place for comedy. Like I've done 2 shows there, and I've sold a total of 26 tickets between the two.
Okay.
The land of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And that one other guy. But anyway, go on. Your
Yeah,
travels.
Mozart. Yep.
Mozart.
But I did some good ones, man. Had a good time in Prague. Had a good time in Vienna, my old stomping grounds.
Hey.
What's the go-to spot? What's your favorite spot?
My favorite place in Europe is Barcelona, but I didn't go there this time.
Hey, man. Have some respect. Barcelona.
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 So why didn't you go to Barcelona this time? Just couldn't schedule anything this.
Barcelona is expensive and it's hard to make money doing comedy there.
Gotcha.
Like in Amsterdam.
People are too hot, probably, right? They don't want to laugh.
No, the crowds are great. The shows are good, but they'll pay like $20.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
not enough to afford condoms. So
Yeah.
Certainly not enough to fly to Barcelona,
yeah,
No, true.
Or even train or whatever.
which I think is in Spain.
That one is in Spain.
That is
Yeah.
Spain.
they don't want to be, but so far it is. They're trying to separate.
They're trying to get out of Spain.
They're trying to be their
They're
own
trying to
thing.
be-
They're trying to
Wait,
Texas
I heard
Spain.
about
They're
that.
trying to be the
Yeah,
Texas of Spain.
they call themselves Catalans. Like
Right.
they think their own country is Catalonia.
And is that because they're fascista?
I don't know why, but I think they're just when they speak the language is not Spanish. They all speak Spanish, but their own official language is Catalan, which is like a mixture of like French and Spanish, and
Right.
some Portuguese.
We looked it up. I mean,
Dang, so it's just like New Orleans.
Those guys. Where did you go? Portugal.
I want to open.
Those guys are fascistas.
Yeah,
Those guys
they're
are-
different. There's a division.
They
between
were fascistas.
Porto and Lisbon. They don't see eye to eye.
How did that part of Spain fight during the war? That's the real question.
Which war?
The big one.
Oh, they set it out, I think.
So they were with the bad guys.
No, I think they were having a civil war right after or right before.
Awfully
something like
convenient.
that.
Yeah, that's what people say about civil wars. How convenient they are.
It was a plan. They were like,
home versus home. You know?
That's right.
Well, Switzerland was like neutral, but they were like basically doing all the Nazis like banking and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Swiss
because the people that
banks.
used to the banking they got rid of, so you know.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh shit, who's gonna bank for? Who's gonna loan money now?"
Yeah.
Damn, we didn't think it all the way through.
Here, you guys keep this with the cheese.
People that make the cheese with the holes. Yeah.
The cheese with the holes, they stuff full of money.
I'm gonna make a confession. I'm betting that not a lot of people are gonna watch this. I was so I got to Switzerland is known to be very expensive, right? And I had a flight from Portugal. I had an overnight layover in Switzerland, and the next day I was gonna fly to Berlin, and I had a show in Switzerland that night. I wasn't sure I was gonna make the show in time. Like I didn't know if the flight was gonna land in time, so I didn't buy a train ticket to the town where the show was at ahead of time. So when I made it in time. And when I went to buy the ticket, it was like a €75 ticket for like a 40-minute train journey.
Damn.
And I buy it. I go to the show. Nobody ever checked my ticket to make nobody ever scanned me. So
Really?
on the way back, I have to buy the same ticket but the opposite direction, right, to go back to the airport or the hotel. And on the app, there was like this option: do you want to ask for a refund? And I was like, dude, they didn't check my ticket. So.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, I said, oh man, my bad. I bought the wrong direction. So I just bought the complete opposite direction. Can you refund me for the original one?
Call the police.
And then I didn't hear anything for like a month, and then they did refund me.
Let's go. This is a classic move, and I'm about to use it because I got booted last night in the city.
Allegedly.
But that's the move, brother. It's like you fight corporate greed with corporate greed loopholes. And I'm going to go tonight and be like, yo, the parking deck charged me $75 for parking?
What the hell?
What the heck? That's fraud.
where?
I got booted down at the Skull. I parked in the same deck I always park in, but it was obviously broken. Like the gates were broken. But I was like, well, the gates are broken. What difference does it make? So I couldn't go in through the front gate, but the exit gate was broken. So I just backed up and went in through the exit gate and drove up and parked. And they came back and
You know you can park for free, like right there.
clamped Sunday night, bro. It was
Bumping.
Yeah.
Skunk.
So at least the city was
I
bumping.
think it's 11th Street. something like that.
But I've parked over there for free like 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
And never never been a problem. But I don't know what happened. So, go figure.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Juniper.
You hate to see it.
7th and Juniper.
7th and Juniper. What's the spot?
Oh, yeah.
What's the motherfucking spot?
Okay, so overall your travels were pretty good, I guess you'd say.
It was good, man. I went to this fancy wedding. My buddy got married in Portugal, so I went to this fancy ass wedding.
Were we at the same wedding?
Nah, dude.
We weren't.
I don't think so.
He was at a fancy wedding in Portugal?
That's crazy.
But dude, so they had a pre-wedding party like 2 days before the actual wedding, like at the rehearsal dinner kind of thing. And I got really drunk, right? And it was at this golf resort place. Ooh. And I was staying at a different hotel, much cheaper, right outside the resort. So literally, we left. I called an Uber. Literally, within 100 yards of where I was staying, you go into the gate for the golf resort, and then you just drive up to the place.
By the way, Ubers are way cheaper over there.
Dude, it's like $4 for like a 20-minute ride.
Unbelievable.
Anyways,
awesome.
At the end of the night, when the gate that I got wasn't the main gate, so I was like, they said it closed at 10, right? When it was time to go home, it was like 12:30. I was drunk out of my mind. And I look at my phone, it says it's like a 20-minute walk. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna walk. It's easy peasy, right? I start walking, but it's like taking me to the back of the golf course. So I'm like walking through like the woods and like going over creeks and shit. And it's like raining. It's like 12:30, and I'm drunk as fuck, and my phone's about to die, dude. And then halfway through, I remember maybe the gate's gonna be closed because it's supposed to close at 10. And I get to the gate, it's fucking closed, and there's like nothing to press, no one to call because my phone wasn't like I didn't have service. And I like try to see if I could jump, and I'm like, I'm gonna break my back, I'm gonna die. And then I make the decision to go back to like the hotel to call an Uber, but that was like uphill now, and I was drunker.
It's hilly in Portugal.
Yeah, dude. So it was like about an hour and a half total ordeal to like go down and come back.
Dude, what part of Portugal was that in? Or near
Sintra, near Lisbon.
Near Lisbon. Okay, yeah. It's wild, dude. I noticed over there that they're on a different time frame. Where I want to go in, eat breakfast. I need to be in and out 20 minutes. Boom, and they don't comprehend that. And in a good way, they take their time.
Yeah.
They don't, there's no rushing over in Portugal. It's like, the guy looked at me like, he's like, the food's ready, but I don't even want to bring it out to you yet. Like, you haven't even finished your coffee kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm hungry, just bring it.
Just bring it in.
It's like, it's ready though? But they just do it differently over there. We went to one place where we just bought like 2 glasses of wine from a random stand like in Porto. Or no, this is in Cascais. And he sold us like 2 glasses of wine, and then he just closed up shop for the day. And I was like, that's all it took for that business to survive. That business survived by selling us 2 glasses of wine, and then he took his dog and he's like, I'm gonna go skateboard now for the rest of the day. I'm like, that's nice.
Get that nut, mate. He charged you guys double for the wine, obviously. The tourists.
You get a little fascista in you, and then you get your hand slapped.
Down, I think Lisbon is like sort of communist
now,
and then Porto is fascista. A little, I don't remember.
Back during the war, they were also neutral.
Right.
How convenient.
Yeah. I like how accusatory you are today. All right. Speaking of accusatory.
Yes, Gus, now the time has come. Gus, you guys have all skipped forward to this part of the podcast.
Gus, you're the closest thing we have to some sort of...
I'm going to put in the title, this one's just going to be Beautiful Losers episode, whatever, we interview a scientist.
Dude, you should say a scientist's last interview before disappearing.
Yes. Dude, have you been keeping up with this stuff at all?
Up to 12.
Not really. I mean, I saw there was like one lady that apparently killed herself in 2022.
Right.
And then there's like
Amy
one guy
Eskridge,
from MIT that like got killed like when like a couple months ago.
He's Portuguese, by the way.
Yeah.
He was gays.
So I don't know much about it, man. I mean, I don't know if there's a connection or if it's just random, but
well, what kind of magical math do you think these people know?
Well, it's not a new thing because there's like the story of that guy, I think in the 30s or 20s, that like he invented like a car engine that could run on water, and then they offed him, and like right before he died, he was like he said, I'm being poisoned or something.
Yeah.
Or they poisoned me.
And they found like a decent amount of what's the one tastes like
Lube in his
almonds?
ass.
Oh, shit. I think that
Not
guy
only they
did.
just poisoned this guy slowly, they fucked him.
Right after he died.
That's fucked up, dude. That's
crazy.
evil stuff.
I meant to ask this question earlier. Just one question. So, like, the people of Portugal, the Portuguese. Yeah, no, the Portuguese. I'm just saying, but like, just
We had all
an
this
individual.
build up.
I know, just an individual though from Portugal. Is that a Portugoose?
Nice. That's
All right,
crazy.
that's it.
That was awful.
Thank you, Chris.
That was great.
All right, so do you think that these people know some? Oh, I'm gonna ask TJ. TJ,
yeah.
do you think that these people know some sort of magical math? What is going on?
Well, I do. There's some people that seem sort of unrelated because the count for this most recent thing, I believe now, with James Moffat, who was a NASA guy,
The Moffat
and
man.
A lot of these people end up having some tie to either Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Sometimes it seems like maybe brief stints in like the Area 51-ish thing, and then a ton in Huntsville. And so obviously like
Huntsville, Alabama.
yeah, NASA's actual big hub is Huntsville. That's where, like, the University of Alabama's Huntsville campus has a huge amount of money flowing in constantly.
And that guy who just tried to kill the president, he would work for NASA.
Yeah, so we got to get to that too, because it's so weird. The Oz Perlman thing is fucking weird as shit, and all that stuff. But anyway, so really quickly, not that we're who gives a fuck about credentials, but you went to school to be a nuclear engineer, right, Gus?
Yeah.
At Illinois?
Undergrad at Illinois, master's at Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Go
That's right,
Georgia
that's right.
Tech.
Cheating.
Georgia Tech.
Ramblin' Wreck. And you got out of the nuclear engineer game because you didn't want to end up dead or missing, right?
Yeah,
Feel
dude.
safe.
I mean, they were like either become an open micer or you're not gonna make it far. And then I mean, turns out I haven't made it far. So,
Not with that attitude, Gus.
but yeah, I haven't worked in the area in the field for about 2 years now.
2 years.
For your own safety.
For your safety. You saw which way the wind was going and got out while the getting was good because you were just about to make a breakthrough in magical math.
Yeah, I was about to figure out a way to put a little reactor in your chest and just fight Thanos.
We're gonna fight Thanos.
I'd like to put a little reactor in my chest that just keeps cured meat warm and call me Baloney Stark, dude.
Like a PT thing that rotates a little
It's a roller dog.
Baloney Star.
Or
You just take a torpedo out of your chest.
it keeps my hair greasy and call me Jabroni Stark. I'll just keep doing this until we die. Who cares? Anyway, so what got you into it? Because I assume anytime people are like, I did nuclear stuff, it's because eventually they'd like to be a part of the project that breakthroughs with cold fusion so that they can get their dick sucked until they're sick of it.
I wish I had
of
that perspective.
Clean
dude.
energy. You were just a kid who was like, I like math, and everybody was like, we're gonna
Well,
bully you no matter what.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was
might
a
as well.
kid that like was kind of forced by my immigrant parents to be an engineer.
Oh, gotcha.
And I was like,
Shout out to
I was like
him.
in the engineering program, but like not decided which exact area. And then there was one professor at Illinois from the nuclear department that came and gave like a seminar.
What's his
on,
name?
David Ruzick.
Is he well? Is he okay?
I hope so. He's a fun guy.
Shout out to him.
No, he's like legit the best like teacher I had in all my like college years.
yeah.
And but he was like, "Come take my class. It's called Energy 101, and I'm gonna explode something at the end of every class." And then that got me like hooked,
That's
right?
cool.
Yo,
That's fun.
walk us through the explosion. I assume it had to be some tiny explosion.
So yeah, small stuff, mix a little gas with some lows or. One time,
He's just doing anarchist cookbook. This is how you make boron.
for spring break, he told us to like make our own bomb at home.
Yeah.
And I
Take
like
some
a
striking, you wear matches, stuff it in a tennis ball, and throw it.
like a
Make your own
retard.
bomb, mail it to a congressman.
Like a retard, dude. I didn't think about it. I just went on Google and typed in how to make a homemade bomb.
Best way to make bombs.
So the one I made was like you take an empty Coke bottle, drop in aluminum foil pebbles and toilet cleaner, and then close that. It don't know what it does, like the thing, gas explodes the bottle. And I was close to it. I inhaled that fucking shit, dude. That's probably why I'm messed up in my life now.
No, dude.
It was 15 years ago, but
I got out of the game because I couldn't do the math anymore. My shit's all filled with bleach. Melted with bleach.
Dude, did you see any UFOs while on the job?
Good question.
nah.
Did you ever? How long
Point
after
blank.
college did you work in the field? And can you talk about where you worked?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Everybody thought you were Homer Simpson, but
Okay, so after
I've heard your
undergrad, I did an internship, but it was at a corporate office, like in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, outside of Philly.
Okay.
But I was working like in decommissioning of power plants. That's pretty much all I worked for through my career.
Yo, this power plant's gotta fucking go.
They just
Go
put you, they just set you to dealing with 3 Mile Island.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
"Here you
Ever
go,
since
buddy."
3 Mile Island, they don't want this shit no more, dude.
But then I came to Georgia Tech, and then I was doing like computational reactor stuff and like simulations. And then at the end of my master's, I worked in Austria at the UN for like a year. And then
And now he's Gassad.
I'm sorry, you did what?
He's Gassad for sure, dude.
Is Gus fascista?
no, I did. Well, that was an internship. Then I came back. I worked in again close to Philly, but in Jersey this time. At Hotech doing. I don't know if I should have said the name, but whatever.
He's a big tri-state area guy, this Gus.
Yeah. Well, at the time, first time I lived in Delaware, I worked in Pennsylvania. Then the next time I
Arden, Delaware? No, just kidding.
no, what was it called? Newark, Delaware.
Newark,
Were you doing
Delaware.
the ticks? Were you releasing the ticks into the
Yeah,
wild?
were you involved in the project that's fucking up the ticks to give everybody meal gal so we
You
have
don't
to
want us
eat
to eat
bugs?
meat, so we have to eat fake meat now? Is that what you're trying to do?
You work for Bill Gates, Gus.
Then I did a short stint working for Bill Gates.
Frogs game.
I work for the UN and then Bill Gates.
What was it like? We'll get back to these missing and dead scientists. What was it like working at the UN? Did we ask you this?
Well, it's not like the main UN. So they have what is called the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is like the UN's agency responsible for everything that is nuclear, for the peaceful usage of nuclear.
Right.
So it was like everything from like nuclear power to like medicine to agriculture. And
When did you get out?
2023.
Shit, when did the Iran nuclear deal fall apart? Shit, you Gus?
A long time ago.
Did that have anything to do with you, Gus? Did you get out and destabilize Iran?
No, I think during my internship they were like trying to save it because like Trump was trying to
Trump was trying to
dismember it.
Trump got rid of it, I think, at the end of his first term.
And they
so
were discussing it at like a fancy ass hotel over there, dude. But anyways, so yeah, when I worked there, I mean, I didn't do a lot. Like,
Did you wear like a suit and tie every day?
no, I mean,
White coat.
first day, yeah, but then I just kept dressing down little by little. And then when they told me to, they weren't going to renew my contract. That was like sneakers and like basically what I'm wearing.
Mailing it in.
Oh man, why not?
Just an untucked polo and whatever.
Just
pants
barbecue
and,
steak.
They didn't put you in like a silver onesie, like on a spacesuit.
That would
Yeah.
be so
I mean,
sick.
I wore like
aliens
protective gear when
that
I
you
went
were
to a power
working with?
plant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you go to so in the power plant, there are like radiation areas and non-radiation areas. So when you go to the radiation areas, you got to wear like the little
Hazmat?
yellow hazmat. Yeah.
Did you ever do anything where you're like, whoa, that was scary, I probably could have died?
No, but one time we were doing like an audit of the power plant was shut down, so there wasn't much going on. But
Decommission.
yeah, it was being decommissioned, but we still had to do audits to make sure everything was the way it's supposed to be. And we had brought in a guy from another plant because he was like a fire code expert, whatever. And we were waiting for an elevator, and then he just stayed behind, and we lost him. And like, there's very strict rules about being like escorted by a person with access the whole time, and we just lost him for like 2 minutes, and that was like, fuck.
This guy could have just died.
Well, no, but like we could have gotten in trouble because like we lost like a guy at a party. No. I mean, he came down like a minute later, but like,
He just
That's
comes,
stressful 2 minutes.
he comes back blue and his dick's out. He's just
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan.
but we had to report it. Dude. We had to report it. We had to like
Boo.
enter the corrective action program and all that shit. So.
Just kidding. Be safe. Go through the protocol.
One time,
dude.
when I was working there, a guy was a security guard was watching Philadelphia was the hockey team Flyers game in the playoffs, and he didn't answer like the walkie-talkie like for his call in to make sure he was alive, and dude just got fired next day.
Rip, dude, for out of country sports, dude. It's a tough way to go.
That's so funny.
What's nuclear medicine?
Yeah, what is nuclear medicine?
Like when people have cancer and they have radiation treatment.
My mom took it. It's a pill. It's when you have thyroid cancer, you have to take it, and it just like kills it.
It kills everything.
Nuclear, you know.
How do I get my hands on nuclear medicine?
You don't want it.
You get cancer.
Get cancer.
You eat helium food for a while.
Just
keep eating from the trough, brother. It's coming.
It's already here. That's why I need it.
We're gonna get you some nuclear pills, brother. Don't worry.
Dude, it's right next to the kratom at Shell.
You think I'm gonna take naps off nuclear pills?
Shit, bro.
What's your protocol, Gus? If you rock the big C, are you going holistic? Or are you going whatever the docs say? Are you taking little uranium pills?
I'm doing the Norm Macdonald approach, dude. I'm not telling anyone.
Not telling nobody.
And then one day, like, I didn't even know he was sick, dude.
Damn, dude. I just thought Gus was. I saw Gus's eyes were set dead, bro. I didn't know he was sick. Dude, he dies. Dude, he passes
Scott from
on.
the top rope off mic, dude. They work together. It's fine.
I mean, sometimes I'll find like a bump and then I'll just squeeze it. It's like a pimple, but
Me too.
I had to look it up because I've got one like on my elbow right here, and then was like, well, it's a bump that doesn't hurt. And so I was like, well, it's probably, whatever. And then I looked it up, and they're like, if you lean on your elbows a bunch, which I'm constantly like just like
doggy style.
Yeah.
Everybody being like,
Constantly doggy style, looking at schematics for shit I'm building. Doggy style, obviously, the only healthy way to do it. And
on all fours, dude, in the shop.
With a nice arch.
in the shop.
TJ Lang.
I jack off doggy style.
With your chest on the ground.
But like
like the weird doggy style.
Cole's right, yeah. Cole's right. You gotta put the fucking.
Yeah, you have your hands on your face and you're like kicking your
I
legs.
just got a blowjob machine mounted to a microphone stand.
Fucking 16-year-old girl on the phone, dude, looking at schematics.
What the fuck?
Playing with your own hair.
I said like you're like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, like
on the phone.
On the phone, wrapping your cord and kicking your legs. Yeah, there's no 16-year-olds ever even allowed.
I don't know what you do at your job, man. I don't know.
I build cool shit. I'm something of an engineer myself.
I never put a dildo on the end of the saw.
On a reciprocating saw? No, but I did. When I was trying to figure out like the first month of comedy, I have a folder in my files of my phone that's all just like, I'd rather, and then I was like quickly decided I didn't want to be the I'd rather guy, but a lot of it was like, I'd rather butt scissor Harvey Weinstein than go to the dentist, or I'd rather sit on a reciprocating saw with a dildo attachment than, whatever. And then I was like, I'm going to be like the worst version of Jeff Fox. It's like the first month of comedy. I was like, I never tried one of them. Maybe we'll bring it back if it just doesn't go ever well.
So, guys, definitively, what do you think about these scientists? So, give us your definitive.
Let me get into some of the highlights, just for the people.
Tell them what happened,
and for you guys, because I
don't really know a ton of.
I've listened to maybe 6 deep dive podcasts now on it, and it is wild. It's not the first time, like we were saying. There's that guy supposedly the hydrogen car in the 30s. Even Tesla, who was like...
Yeah, I was going to say, Tesla, they kind of outed him, right? They made him look like crazy or something.
They made him look crazy. He's in his 80s when he dies. Yep. He's talking about if you wanna understand the universe, think about 369, I think, which is like a...
Damn, she fine.
Not totally a verified...
Takashi 69?
Tadashi. Yeah. It's not I don't think it's a verified quote, but it's like a hearsay friend of a friend or some shit. But there's all this weird stuff, and one of the weird things is that Donald Trump's uncle is the one who was sent to collect Nikola Tesla's stuff when he died from his apartment. And that a lot of it was like he was starting to look into 0-point energy and like anti-gravitics or whatever. So you have that stuff. You have like in the 80s during the Reagan Star Wars, right? Era. So we're starting to do like I don't know. Trump called it galactic defense when he brought back whatever, but they're making all this crazy stuff, and obviously it's the Allies. Well, there's this insane top scientists working on the projects in Western Europe and the UK. There's 10 of them who all have weird, a guy jerked himself to Jesus supposedly, except he had an electrical cord wrapped around it, whatever. There's another guy who tied a rope to his neck while he was in the front seat of his car, then tied it to a tree and drove and decapitated himself. A guy who filled his car with cans. Yeah, dude. That's
a fun way to go if you're gonna do it, I guess.
A guy who filled his car with cans of gasoline and then drove it into an abandoned cafe and it exploded and burst into flames. And they're all like that. They're all fucking super weird, and they're all working on the Star Wars stuff. So defense from space, essentially.
There's that one guy that used to cook for the Obamas, and then he went.
Yeah, well, that's true.
What does he know?
He might have seen a penis.
He drowned in 3 feet of water or something. Yeah.
He saw Big Mike's mic.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Mic drop.
Damn.
It's just weird because all during that time, heroin was available. If you're gonna kill yourself,
Yeah,
just,
dude. A hot shot of heroin is
it's tie a rope around your neck and drive yourself. It's just
one way to do it.
The stupidest thing.
It seems great.
It's just too much thought.
Yeah, why are you trying to Rube Goldberg yourself to heaven, or
you know what would be
build a better
actually
mousetrap?
Drive in
hilarious about this
And he's a
suicide?
top scientist
These are top
as well.
scientists.
And
That's
that's
what
how
I'm
he kills
saying.
himself.
Their last engineering project.
They're the
is
smartest people in the world.
weirdest way to kill themselves.
I'm sure they could get real creative if they wanted to.
This was, if you're gonna go do dominoes that turns into a big rolling rock that hits a guillotine that cuts off your dick and then your head, whatever. Do whatever you want, but it seems like if you're gonna be a top scientist, you're not gonna accidentally autoerotic asphyxiate yourself jerking off. They said
Did they all die in ways that protected their brain? So they could do research? They want their brains?
That one guy went up in flames. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, he wasn't that smart.
Or they blow it out with a 12 gauge and then
This guy.
Rest in peace.
That is true. Maybe they all just wanted to keep the
So
head
I
intact.
keep again. What do they want? What is why are they being killed?
They want your freedom, Zach.
No, I know what
Well-
they want, but what are they hiding?
It seemed like if you're trying to make a big pattern. So then there's this dude in the 90s who worked out at Mexico, and his name's Jacobo Grinberg. I think he has a hyphen name that's really long, like Zerenbedo or something.
Hey, fascista.
So he,
Jacobo Greenberg.
yeah, it's Grinberg. I don't know what his deal is. Jacobo Grinberg, something.
Oh, Jacob. You're saying
His name ends with O, dude. It's like a Spanish Jacob or something.
Jacobo.
Your guys' people stuff, dude. So he discovers that space is not empty, that it's
full of planets.
He calls it something weird, he called it the grid or the fabric, where it was it's all energy. I'm going to do a terrible job explaining this. Gus, take it away.
Dude, I'm a fucking door guy at a comedy club.
He tried to explain a coke bomb. He's like, what's it called when the thing?
I know, it's fun.
Yeah, we brought Gus on like he's Bob.
Earlier he was like, I put bleach in a cocaine.
And I think I inhaled
I
some
was too
of
close
it.
to it. Scientist. If Gus accidentally kills himself in a strange way, nobody's going to be suspicious.
They're like, this checks out.
He's jerking himself off next to a homemade doggy style.
Oh my god, cheeks flare.
So some of the crazier ones, and there's a ton. James Moffat was a NASA guy, Huntsville again. His son and him and their whole family. His son was a rising, pretty talented scientist in his own right, I believe. And they just had a weird plane crash. The Malaysian flight had 18, some close to 20 of top flight
Worst swimmers, dude.
Bad swimmers.
Chris was telling me today about orbs.
Well, there's that video that a lot of people are like, "This is fake as hell,"
Yeah.
but it is like you can look it up right now. Eric can try to find it. There's a video of Malaysian flight. What is it called?
I don't remember.
795 South Malaysian.
69 Malaysian flight 69 420.
It just said bing bong.
BBC 157, is it peptide?
GLP-1 or something.
GLP-1s?
So that plane obviously goes missing, and yeah, there's supposed to be this video that shows like plasmatic-looking orbs surrounding the plane, and like
orbs.
it creates a vortex portal, and then the plane goes. Zoom.
How many vortex portals did you see in science, Gus?
In science, is that what you said?
Science class.
Great.
that same teacher, he's like, all right, today we're gonna blow up a frog, and then I'm gonna create like a vortex portal.
Dude, every time you go do a set of laughing skull, you go through the vortex.
That's
portal.
That's right.
That's right, which is just a big mouth.
Yes, just a big
And you
mouth.
rub the wooden cock on the way in.
Yeah,
Well, only
that's
the
right.
yeah,
Just a tip, yeah.
only the privileged few.
I wondered the guy who made that sculpture, the wooden cock and vortex, like, did he go like, oh, it's going to be uncircumcised? Or
Yeah.
It is an artistic decision you have to make.
Yes.
she's like, oh, I'm going to save some material, I'm going to circumcise it. You know?
Every parent has to make that choice as well.
You're Brazilian. Are you circed up?
Nah, we couldn't afford it, dude.
Damn, dude, that was way later for the Brazilians.
You can't do it in the.
No, not the money. We
foot
couldn't afford to
fellas.
lose my extra.
Oh,
Meat.
he needs it. He needs it.
And that temperament, that climate down there, you need the extra skin.
You gotta.
Keep that
It's convenient.
temperament
I I carry stuff in it sometimes, you know.
Put some gum in there.
Some coins.
Yeah.
Keep it a little. Keep your coin.
The
in there.
one ring to rule them all.
Like
It's a perfect holder.
one time I carried like a little blue chew in there just in case, you know, like keep it close to the
Keep
source.
one on you, brother.
I just chew it with my cocktail.
I was gonna say, is it ever?
Slow
Is that
release.
subdermally? Is
Feed
that
it
what
like
it's
a
absorbing
camel.
it subdermally? Is that what it's called?
You just sweat.
You put a Zen in there.
Force in, dude.
Man, dude, your little foreskin's in.
It is a perfect Zen pouch if you like a sweaty, disgusting pouch.
Cheesy pouch, dude.
But I mean, look, you don't have to do nothing, and you getting it. You be taking that
That's what
nick
I'm
straight.
saying.
You taking the nick from the dick.
You're an old school
Dickatine?
wintergreen type of guy.
Tickety.
Dickatine.
So again, no one has answered the
All right, so,
motherfucking
yeah,
question.
hold on.
What do they
I just wanna
want? What are
paint
they doing?
I just want to paint you a whole picture.
You painted me a picture, but it keeps getting money.
When they figure out stuff, you know, and they don't want them to go tell that figured out stuff to other people, they just be like, nah.
Yeah, but what did they figure out? What do we?
It's like the people who figured out how to like make cars run on water.
Well, we already said that, but then again,
But-
we're just speculating. Is there some speculation about what these in particular? I saw some people saying that there's an asteroid coming, or that they know something.
That's what I was thinking about today. That like it would be fun is if they're actually collecting all these people to do an Armageddon. Just don't want to close my eyes.
Yeah, they're dead.
Except some of them are dead. I mean, and the crazy like the MIT dude Nuno Loureiro. Does that sound right?
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Not because he's a scientist, because he's
Try
Portuguese.
to speak Portuguese. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the director of plasma science and fusion center at MIT. And then in December of last year, he gets gunned down 2 days later by the same guy that did the Brown shooting. Brown's obviously in Providence, Rhode Island.
Different.
He's in MIT in
Not
Boston.
the Mexican brown shoe.
Yeah, not to. He didn't do heroin and then wait 2 days and then go shoot. So
But wasn't that guy that killed him like a colleague of his?
classmate. So they were in the same graduating class, I believe. And there's like obviously there's speculation that it was like plain old fashioned jealousy, but this guy is more than happy in custody to be like, I had planned the Brown thing for a while. And they were like, okay, well, what about Nuno? And he's like, he didn't want to talk about it. And then he acted like he didn't realize that they were classmates, which is crazy. So like a lot of the speculation is when people get too close to something that they're not like too close to it, meaning how the universe sort of operates. There seems to be some sort of agency that says no. Now, whether that agency is sort of like Jesse Michaels was talking about. There's all these like.
And you speculate this is the Jews.
No. I leave the audience to speculate. So Jesse Michaels was talking about how there's like anecdotal stories. One of them's really fun, where supposedly Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam and President Obama. I heard of them.
No,
they're drunk around a campfire. And again, this is
69.
And they fucking. And he was like, "Here, come on, tell me how big is it?" And no, so
Michelle.
Let Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam see. No, don't burn yourself. You're on the fire. So, anyway, he's like, supposedly Eddie Vedder's like, I have this feeling that things aren't what they seem. What is something that you know? And Obama like references, and he's not the only person to references this Chinese novel called The Three Body Problem. And The Three Body Problem is about like an alien race that oversees Earth for their own interests, and then when some scientists get too close to something, they fuck with them and occasionally kill these like top frontier, tip of the spear scientists, and that they essentially the world is orchestrated. I think I haven't read it. I would like to read it. It sounds fun.
It's a good Netflix show about it.
Yeah, they came out with a Netflix show, and the guy who wrote it, I believe, is a power plant engineer.
Oh yeah, I remember this show just came out.
China man. What's that? Zach?
I said the show just came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard the show's really good too. I just kind of. I keep going, I'm going to read the
Body
book.
Problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it may be The Three Body Problem, but I don't know. But so there's all these anecdotal stories of people referencing the three body problem.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of Squid Games.
Squid Games. How the world works is a bunch of rich people get poor people to kill each other for money. Which
With
is
one Pakistani guy in the middle there.
for some reason. But I don't know. And like, that's an interesting speculation that we're being like the Earth is being used as some sort of
alien ant farm.
Alien ant farm. Gotta keep them separated. Or maybe it is government officials. Maybe it's some sort of shadowy fucking 13 bloodlines. I don't know. But it is interesting, and there's this. I've been rewatching Fringe. Did you ever watch Fringe, Gus?
France?
Fringe.
Fringe. What is Fringe?
It's definitely got a lot of nods to X-Files, but it was a Fox show in like the early 2000s with homeboy from what's his name, Joshua Jackson from Mighty Ducks. Except he's grown up. He's not a kid.
Oh, the guy that does open mics with us? Sean Weiss.
No. That would be awesome.
They were actually just talking about that guy on Stavi's World.
I just saw it. It felt like the first time since Funniest.
Yeah, he just hasn't been around much.
Who are we talking about?
Sean Weiss.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, Fringe is just like Joshua Jackson's dad, who was another good actor, but is in a loony bin because he like freaked out in an experiment, got somebody friend colleague killed or whatever, and then he went crazy, and then they get him out because all this weird shit's happening, and then they call everything the pattern, and I'm like, how much of this shit are they, if stands to reason, if any of this is even close to the truth, how much of this shit are they just people just leaking into TV shows and shit so that they can be like, somebody look at this.
I just finished rewatching Homeland, and like a bunch of shit that we're like fictionally talking about like 10 years ago is going on right now with like Iran and Israel and shit.
It's crazy. Yeah, I definitely have a feeling that shows like Homeland, which I got in so many fights with homies over the years, because I'd be like, have you watched this, and it might be like some silly adult cartoon, or it might be like a fun sci-fi or fantasy show, and they'd be like, I don't watch that stuff, I watch real stuff. I was like what? And they're like Homeland, and I'm like, you mean propaganda for the intelligence agencies? It's all fucking like, and now it's looking like predictive programming or revelation of the method or whatever.
There's that guy John Kiriakou, he's like famous now on podcasts,
whistleblower.
Yeah, but he said that Homeland is like the closest to the CIA actually looks like,
how it functions.
Yeah.
Chris?
I thought the Three Ninjas was pretty accurate to my life as a child.
That's true. That was predictive.
Hollywood's
Yeah,
good.
doing ninjutsu has come in handy.
Jelly beans.
I like John Kirkow, but he also seems exactly like the kind of guy who's lying.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get to this place where I try not to like or dislike anybody. Tell me the story. If there's something interesting, that'll do. I'll just hear whatever it is. If it sounds,
It's the way he tells the stories.
well, yeah,
He told a story the other day on a podcast, or this was on Tucker today, and he's like, Tucker, let me tell you, I went to the poppy fields in Afghanistan. They wouldn't let me go. I had to put in 17 requests to go. It's the only time in my career I ever pulled rank. I said, we're going to the poppy fields. I go to the poppy fields. I said, take me to a farmer. I find a farmer. I have this man by the throat. I say, why poppies? Why not tomatoes? He goes, you guys said we could grow poppies. I said, who told you we could grow poppies? And just like that, Tucker, helicopters down. My handler's saying, we got to get out of here. Whole shit was like a movie. I'm like, that didn't happen, dude. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
it's crazy. Like, obviously,
He's a good storyteller.
It's a good story, but there's no way.
But he's like a perfect
He's
story.
number one on Cameo, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Could you imagine if we get a karaoke happy birthday to somebody? There's happy birthday.
Hey, I'm watching.
Hey, man.
We're watching.
Hey, man. Yeah, but there's this thing, and I don't like any of it. Like, I'm suspicious of Sean Ryan. I'm suspicious of the dude who looks like Justin Guarini, who's a ex-CIA guy. You know what I'm talking about? He's got long,
I do know who you're
curly
talking
hair.
about.
I don't know if he actually looks like Justin Guarini.
It doesn't, Justin. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He looks like, it's like if Keegan-Michael Key was playing Justin Guarini. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
But
he looks
all
like
these
he looks like if you took one drop of black person and put it in a white person.
Oh, Andy Bustamante?
Yeah, Bustamante.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's all these guys who are like, I'm X, and, you know, obviously Mike Baker is the classic.
Yeah, Baker.
He's like a fucking, such a, just like.
He's a handler.
Yeah, he's like Joe's handler or whatever. And I don't know. And Kiriakou, like, has all these fun stories where he's like, my first week on the job, they're like, you gotta fuck the ugliest lady.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is such.
You gotta kill a kid, man, with your bare hands.
slob. He's like, I don't know if I could do it. And then right when I get my hands on the kid's throat, they're like, all right, stop. They
You
like
passed the test.
the Isaac test or whatever.
Oh, Abraham?
The Abraham test. Everybody has to go through it.
You're like, this is such pod slop for bro dudes, and I feel like I'm being profiled.
I know.
Like 2 years ago, I would have been munching this shit.
I know. Every time I see him, I say, he was on Tucker today. I was watching it. I was like, yeah, it's fun. I feel that way about Mike Baker and all the guys too, where it's like, I just don't want to believe anything anybody who worked in the CIA is saying.
Correct.
But in the defense of John, he did go to jail.
And that's the other part that like makes
He
me
legit went to jail.
Yeah, the other part that makes me a little bit suspicious is if you're like, all right, just obviously this is wild spec. This whole fucking podcast is wild spec. Don't worry about it.
Everything I said is a statement, okay? Just
Well, scientific fact
Scientific
fact,
from
yeah.
local comedian and world-renowned scientist.
Before he goes missing. Where's Gus?
Gus is healthy and not suicidal.
I'm not that healthy, dude.
Yeah,
Gus is not that healthy, but he's not suicidal.
but you know how
I
like
mean, sometimes, dude.
If he dies of natural causes, 50-50.
you know how in like a Donnie Brasco style movie, what you need to do if you're gonna go deep undercover is you have to do time. You have to kill a guy. You have to you have to walk the fucking walk,
That's
right?
true.
So if the FBI is hip to that, if the fucking CIA is hip to that,
He's the ultimate player.
then you go, hey, you're gonna do 2 years. We're gonna make it sound like it was terrible.
And you'll do a book
for
tour.
whistleblowing.
It'll be great. You'll be the
'Cause
biggest podcaster in the world.
It is sort of a hero shit to whistleblow, illegal torture during the war on terror or whatever that we're doing, and you're everybody, you're gonna come out and everybody's gonna think you're a hero. We don't know what podcasts are yet, but they'll be huge, and you'll do those. And he was like, okay, this sounds cool. And then you give him $1 million.
And
Or whatever. I mean, I'm just making all this shit up. I hope I'm not too close to the truth. I don't want to.
I'd go to jail
jerk
for 2 years
myself
for
to
$1 million.
Jesus.
But
$1 million
think about
bucks.
it. I mean,
How long was he
Traditional
in?
news media was
18
controlled
months,
by
I
intelligence, and that has shifted now to a new medium, which is the digital world,
Right.
YouTube. So why would they not? You just think they don't do that anymore? They're just like, oh shit, nobody watches CNN that much.
That's what they said. They were
Right,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, we don't
Yeah, I
do
guess
we
we
don't
just-
do Operation Mockingbird
Right.
anymore.
Right.
And then Homeboy repealed the what is that one called? The act something Munt act that like made it so
Obama.
you can't propagandize your own people.
I'll throw a new wrinkle in the Curacao. Just found it fresh
We're
off the
talking uncert
Wikipedia
again?
page.
Talking
No.
wrinkles?
Said before he was in the CIA, he was a high school teacher. Taught one frontman of 30 Seconds to Mars, Jared Leto.
Bro, did he teach in the Gifted program?
I have no idea. That's all the information. I'll read you verbatim.
Dude.
It says right here. It says prior to working at the CIA, he worked as a high school teacher, having taught U.S. actor Jared Leto.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't know. Well, maybe that's right, but like I listened to his book a couple weeks ago, and apparently he was finishing grad school, and then he got recruited right from grad school.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Well, maybe he's a TA. Yeah, I don't know.
It's funny. The CIA does go after English majors. I remember one of my cousins was like looking into that route, and they wanted English majors, which is an odd choice.
I had a professor in nuclear engineering undergrad that she worked for the CIA. Like she openly talked about, like, not a lot, but like she had like one of those, what is it called, the coins, challenge coins.
It's alcoholic.
Yeah, a
She,
white
like,
coin.
She like had like a contest or something at the end of the semester, and like whoever won, she gave one of those like from the CIA.
Oh
And
really?
she's like, I worked there for a while.
No, fuck
That's
that. That
cool.
thing tracks you for sure. It's taking pictures of your butthole.
Just your butthole.
Just
watching you come.
Yes, right. They love that stuff.
yeah, dude. Just set that on the counter while you bust. You're like, what?
Could you imagine just an entire warehouse of like little TV screens, and it's just all the people that are busted?
It's the Batman
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
There's just buttholes of busting.
Could you handle it as a person
I
to
just got
see that?
Was that already a bit, or did we talk about that?
We've always talked about busting, bro.
No, but the Batman like NSA thing.
That's it. I saw a video today that was like
Fucking hot.
people are complaining about banning porn. It's like there's a study that just was released. It's like 67% of men jerk off to incest porn. It's like, this isn't good.
That can't
What are
be
we
good.
doing?
Because like
But is it
80%
step
of porn
incest?
is incest.
This is
porn.
crazy. We gotta stop doing this.
It's not.
Well, it hasn't been banned anywhere, I think, in the U.S. at least. Like you just got.
Well, just gotta do the ID or whatever.
Which is worse.
They should ban it. Fucking ban it.
Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon that.
It's open on Twitter, though.
Twitter? Shit.
It's my source material.
That's my source. Scientist.
Ask me what it's like transitioning from engineering to comedian.
What's that been like, Gus?
Dude, someone the other day, someone asked me, where do I perform now that I'm a comedian? And I was like, do you know the Bughat Theater? They go, yeah. And I'm like, well, there's a dog park about a block away from there. I did a show at Fetch once. A dog pissed on stage on the bike stand when I was on stage.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do you ever have days where you think about going to engineering and then you see these guys are missing and dead and you're like, nah, never mind?
When I look at my bank account, yeah.
Have you ever thought, and this is maybe like the curse of having done a podcast for a while, have you ever thought about like becoming a science educator on YouTube or something where you like break stuff down and make dick jokes about it?
Yeah, I'm just not. I don't have the patience to learn like to do graphic designs the way I would, like the special effects the way I would want to. But yeah, like I did a joke. I haven't done it too much, but like I did a joke about how explain like how a nuclear atom is like a nuclear family, you know, and then like a neutron's like a little, you know, babysitter, little hole that comes in and just destroys everything and splits that family apart, and that's how one thing leads to another, and then Fukushima happens.
Then we get CERN. Yeah.
So it's your assessment then that CERN has knocked us into a new reality and that the aliens are controlling us now, Gus. This is your...
You'd sign off that. That's your
You'd put your
official
rubber stamp
hypothesis.
on that. The official Gus
I'm
stamp.
more and more inclined to believe in the what is it called? The simulation theory.
That we've already made it. It's all simmed.
Earth was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
If that's the case, I've said this a bunch. If that's the case, they've spent a lot of their programming time on people jerking off. Seems like a huge waste of CPU.
More like overstimulation theory. Get 'em.
Well, I'm just saying, if I were building the perfect sim, I wouldn't have 90% of the population beating it 24/7.
Well, you wouldn't. You just build the beginning, right, and then just let it go. You wouldn't build the whole thing.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta step in. If I log back into my Sims after a couple of years, I'm like, yo, everybody's ripping their shit. I'm sending Jesus Christ back. That's what I'm doing.
Maybe the people are trying to find the scientists disappearing, and they're finding the wall, the end of the simulation, and then the simulation people are just blocking them out. You know?
I like to think our simulation's more like Roller Coaster Tycoon. You gotta send Roller Coaster Jesus back.
Yeah, you gotta build walkways so that people can get on the roller coaster.
Everything is just aligned to a different ride. Just distraction.
What's my least favorite part of Roller Coaster Tycoon? You spend all this time, you build a roller coaster, you're like, it's open. Then they're like, nah, you didn't connect the road.
There's no walkways.
I'm like, motherfucker, where the hell am I supposed to put this road?
You gotta just get off road.
Chase Bank calling me at 8:30 is wild work, brother. I'm not gonna pay.
Put them on the pod.
No, because then they're gonna be like, excuse me, Mr. Howard, you owe this much money, and I'm gonna have to be like, oh, sorry, hold on, guys.
It's crazy, dude.
Well, we podcasted, fellas.
We did do a podcast.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Let's get some quickies real fast. Because this is fun. This is fun stuff. Let's jerk each other off real fast just for the aliens. Did you see this goalie in Spain?
No.
I'm going to get your react here live.
Speaking of roller coaster, I saw a video yesterday. You know, like those bungee things with like a ball in the middle? And like they went like a couple times, and then one of the ropes snapped, and they just like fucking...
Oh no!
What? Got destroyed. You saw it?
This people dying.
Dude, did it like
I do
it
not watch
essentially
that kind of
slingshots
media.
you back into the earth if it doesn't work.
Well,
it looks like it
slingshotting them back to God.
Before it snapped, like it goes up and you kind of see both of the ropes kind of like give way a little bit, and then it just comes down and like at the right side just.
And it just gets landed on the side of the thing.
That's why I don't do that stuff. They're not moistening those rubber bands. There's a dry rot all over that shit.
It turns into like a kendama, bro. It's just a little ball. Like,
Oh yeah.
Dude, there's a video somewhere lost, and like me and my dad rode one of those, and they film it.
Yeah.
Literally in the video, my dad's praying the entire time.
Does your dad's nipple come out of his shirt? Because every now and then I catch one of those on Instagram, and I'm like, I'll watch 4 minutes of a video being like, is there gonna be a nipple in this video?
Is there gonna be a titty? All right, dude. This goalie in Spain gets red carded, and then is like, fuck it.
Oh shit! Oh hell yeah! Shout out that guy.
What are you gonna do? Throw him off again?
That's pretty. Yeah, he already got. I mean, I'm sure he's about to get fined. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Oh yeah, there was a shot.
What's the deal with the shooter?
What's the deal with the appetizer?
It was planned. We all know it was.
Well, for sure, it seems like.
Well, the only thing that I've
false
seen that
flag-ish.
seems weird. I mean, it was like a school teacher.
False flag it. All right.
He wrote a big manifesto where he talked about the typical stuff, and I did see that he did like an internship at NASA.
Okay.
Prior to becoming a school teacher, and there's a picture circulating on the internet where people are claiming, but it's just like two shirts that look similar, but that he's wearing an IDF shirt in one of these pictures, but. You could have like a shirt that looks like an IDF shirt, but maybe it says like
I don't fuck.
Yeah, something cheesy. Yeah, like female bodies. But
I do fuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't know.
I do fuck.
But the video is wild. It's so weird.
Erica Kirk was crying more in that video than when fucking her husband got shot.
Fucking Charlie Kirk died. But the one video that I saw.
Because this one was real.
It's hard to say, but it looks like in the video he's holding a sign, and they claimed he had a sign. And in the video, it looks like he's holding a sign. It looks like he's holding a sign, and then the sign just like disappears.
What the fuck?
And then he just like takes off running.
Because the sign was a scientist.
So I don't know if the sign, maybe just like the way that the cameras weren't picking it up, but it does kind of look like AI.
Yeah.
But then he just like dead sprints through the hallway, and I think he got one shot off. Or no, he got no shots off. The shots that were fired were from
Secret Service. Secret Cervix. Okay, so
Did he die?
have you seen?
No, they got him in custody.
Have you seen? So at the correspondence dinner, I don't think there were no comedians, right? They didn't have like a.
Trump was there.
I saw Pete Hex's wife. Everybody was talking about she got a donk.
She got a donk.
She got a donk.
Shit, thick ass lady.
Dana White was there.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess instead for the entertainment, they got famed mentalist and I believe dual citizen Oz Perlman.
Yeah, Jew.
Jew.
Which is fine.
Well, it's fine if
no
you're not a dual citizen of Israel.
But mentalism is
who comes over and tries to
already
trick the president into
weird
doing
as hell.
war.
I know.
So-
He gets Rogan's
Then
pin.
it's
So-
not fine.
Yeah. So
your pin show.
People are putting those videos together where he gets Rogan's pin and it feels vaguely threatening. And obviously, like, there's been pretty good speculation lately that Rogan's being handled. I think it seems like.
By a mentalist?
Well, his wife said you.
Look, I'm not bringing this man's family
Yo,
into this.
dude.
Just relax.
I gotta get out of here.
anyway, so there's a video,
Obviously, the pin. And then there's the video of Oz at the White House Correspondents' Dinner doing, like, showing pieces of paper to, like, RFK Jr. and then he shows it to, like, Trump and JD Vance. And they're both like. And so there's all this speculation that it said there's going to be a
that's just
shooter.
his
Yeah, he's doing his fucking thing, bro. Like, what?
Yo, you think that the whole thing was mentalism?
no,
That the whole thing, Oz
No.
Perlman set this whole thing up so he could be like,
no, I think it's
"There's
a
gonna be
false
a
flag, but I
shooting."
think Oz Perlman may be some sort of agent of threat.
Agent of
Have you seen
chaos.
everyone's reaction to Oz Perlman? Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
He's just doing. He's performing.
We
I
are.
understand. Don't talk to me like that with no microphone.
We're
Shut the fuck
verging. We're verging very, very close to JM territory, and I don't want to go there.
What's JM there?
Do the math, but
Oh,
this has been a great podcast.
What the fuck? Anyway, there was a great
Somebody memed RFK Jr. didn't duck. And they were like, yeah, it runs in the family.
Dude, I was in Dallas a couple weeks ago, and I drove past where
Dick down.
no, but where his uncle got shot, you know, and they got like an axe on the ground. Yeah. And if it was me, dude, if I saw an axe on the ground, I would have ducked right there, dude.
And on that, Gus, you got anything to plug?
Yeah, plug dates.
If you live in Lexington, Kentucky, or
Let's go.
Cincinnati, or Ohio, or
Hell yeah.
Columbus, or Cleveland, or Nashville, I'm
Or
gonna
all
be on the
those
road this
places.
coming weekend.
Let's go.
Ooh-wee.
This will be up on Wednesday. Go see Gus.
Go see
Gus.
Cool.
You guys got anything this week?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got-
have anything this week.
I got Saturday, I believe, Cleveland, Nofo Cleveland.
Georgia.
Cleveland, Georgia. Yeah, I will not be up Ohio way. I try not to as much as I can. So that should be fun. I think that's the only thing I've got on the books as of right now.
Kolsky.
Yeah, I don't have anything this week. Yeah.
We
Let
got
you
dates for
lose.
next week, so we'll do it next week.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
Yep.
brother.
Dates for next.
Chris will be at Ship and Anchor tonight.
Yeah,
Speaking
man.
Portuguese.
Maybe.
Speaking a little geese.
But sometimes he'll be at Ship and
I
Anchor.
will.
Hey,
And I'll do it.
peace be with you.
All right.
Losers.
Thanks, guys.
Freedom.